After just a little bit under 3,000 total roe deer bucks, the fabled Great One Roe Deer is on the map. Fabled Rustveil is his fur, and I'm actually pretty excited about him being on the map. If you've been around the channel for very long, you know that I like to do a video where I sneak up on the Great One that's on the map, and then in another video actually is where I will harvest the Great One. That has actually been the case for all of my Great Ones except for the very first Great One that's on the map, or the very first Great One video on the channel, which is my first Great One Fabled Deer. But I'm going to try to get somewhat close to this guy. He's actually really cool. I'm very excited about it. This is a really cool combo, I think, and one of hopefully several Great One Roe Deer that I'll end up getting. I do have the scent eliminator. I have some on right now because I have tried sneaking up on him from this side before, and he ended up spooking due to the wind. This roe deer here is actually going alert. I don't know why, because it's level 1 and roe deer are actually pretty easy to sneak up on. Maybe the wind is going to have him be somewhat more alert. But anyways, that doesn't matter if he spooks, because that buck there and that doe are a pair. This Great One is currently a solo. He may have been a part of a pair, but I did shoot 2 does and a buck that were over here with him. And then this current roe deer buck and roe deer doe have respawned since then. But if this roe deer buck, or this Great One here rather, was a part of a pair, he is a solo now because of the deer that I actually harvested. But he is still calm. He doesn't know that I'm here at the moment. I wouldn't mind if he turned broadside, but he has actually been facing this way, standing right here for a little bit now. So I'll see how close I'm actually able to get to him. I wouldn't mind if he turned. The tracks are going to be just right there like that. I actually wouldn't mind alerting him once I get up to this ledge. I think the tracks go away with the... Yeah, when I pull out the camera, the tracks do go away, so that's what I'll do once he goes alert. It's really cool. I really do like this fur. It wasn't the specific fur that I was hoping for. I'd like to get Moonmark and Wildfire. Those are my top 2 furs I'd like, but Rustveil is very cool. And I am, like I said, really happy with this combo that spawned. So I'm going to... I don't know. He shouldn't spook if he faces me. If he does, that doesn't really matter. Reset my scent eliminator and try to alert him. See if I can actually get him to go alert. That's attentive. And that's alert. Immediately go prone. There's the Great One Roe Deer. After just under 3,000 harvests, the Great One Roe Deer is on the map. Let's go. That's actually a really cool screenshot right there, as he is, you know, on the map, the mountains in the background. That is really neat. I hope he turns. I actually need to turn a little bit, get a little bit more out of the water. Are you going to turn? He's no longer drinking, so maybe he will move. Can you maybe do something not face directly away from me? Yeah, that's attentive, that's alert. If he goes broadside like that, that would be so perfect. Maybe he will. Actually need to continue to work my way out of the water here just because it's kind of coming up. Anyways, that's still alert, so he should turn back around. Nope, that's back to attentive. Are you going to turn? Actually don't want to go uphill because that will put him like directly downwind. See how much closer I can. There we go. That's attentive. I'm not sure if he's going to go alert or not. He really shouldn't. Oh no, that's alert. Fabled Rustveil, Great One Roe Deer, after just under 3,000 harvests. Let's go. That is really cool. So I'm going to see what he does here. That's possibly... I think that's still alert right there. I'd like it if he would turn broadside and be like attentive. He actually has spots on his ears too. That's really neat. Still alert. I'm not sure if he's gone alarmed or not. That's actually a pretty good look at him. Not perfect because of the grass right there, but he's just over the hill. If he would turn broadside for just a moment and be like attentive or something, not facing directly away from me. He might actually just stay alert until he ends up spooking. Now he's back behind the doe. That's still alert. You can just tell by the way he's moving. Although that might be back down to attentive. Maybe it's still alert. Nope, now he's attentive. Okay, so how far away actually are you? I'd like to spot the Great One, please. Because I want to keep an eye on whether or not he's alert or what. Can't actually quite spot him, but if I can get up on this land, the doe is not going to move unless I can potentially spook the doe, but I don't see how that's actually going to work. Can I get the Great One? No? I mean, if I get close enough to the doe, she'll just automatically spook, but that's going to put me right by the Great One. So if that works, that would be really cool, but there's also pretty solid potential that it will just spook them both. Either way, though, we'll see. How far am I from the Great One himself? Oh, he's about 2 meters on the other side of this doe, so I'm going to be just barely out of the automatically spooking range once I spook this doe, because he is just on the other side. Can I spot him yet? No, that doe is causing it to where I cannot actually spot him. 14 meters away from a Great One. Can this doe just go, maybe? Because if so, this will be some pretty fantastic... A pretty fantastic shot of this Great One. Oh, he's moving. Oh, no, he's just turning his head. He's got to be so close to, like, going attentive and stuff. I'm right beside where this doe will automatically go attentive, alert. Yep, she's going to flee. Okay. Well, that actually really worked out. Let's go. That's actually a really good look at this Great One Roe Deer. Nice. So this is actually going to do it for this video. Thanks to everybody for watching. I really do appreciate that. Be sure to leave a like on the video, a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And I hope to catch everybody in the next one. So until next time, laters.